Okay, so what's up guys? Today I have a little more information type of video. So the topic of today is how to actually build muscle, how to actually become a sick cunt.
I want these sick cunts, right? We want to push your heavy ass quick! I want this shit! I want this
shit! Without going through all the bullshit, trial and error, like doing all this bullshit that won't really do anything, and you're just kind of wasting time in the gym. Because there's a lot of information on the internet, but not all of it is true, obviously. So okay, yeah, let's get into the first point. So we got supplements. So you will hear a lot of people talk about, yeah, do take creatine, take zinc, take all this, take all that, and they're making it sound like creatine and zinc or any supplement they're recommending is like trend. They're making it sound like it's anavor, they're making it sound like it's D-ball. Like, creatine does something, it puts water into your muscles, making it more full and a little bit stronger, but it's not like it's really doing anything. And if you're taking creatine, which it isn't bad, like it's good, it's the most studied supplement out there on the market. So if you want to take any supplements, take creatine, right? But just don't be fooled by all these guys with a a user code saying, yeah bro, go buy creatine and use blank for 10% off, right? Because yeah, it does do something, but you're also just trying to make money, and at the end of the day everybody gotta make money, right? So can't really blame them. But don't be fooled into thinking that creatine and vitamins are actually like steroids or anything with no side effects. Like, it has no side effects, but it does, like, there's a reason that it doesn't have any side effects, let's just say that. And now next point is splits. So I think the most common splits you'll see is maybe push-pull legs, maybe Arnold, and then there's also bro split, which if you're doing bro split in 2025, it's over, bro. I don't know what you're doing, but the main legs on push-pull, legs, Arnold, and especially bro split is the frequency. So if you don't know, your muscles respond not only to volume but also frequency. So let's say on the extreme end there's bro split, you're hitting the frequency is one time, like you're hitting each muscle once a week, which is terrible because you'd want to hit at least 2 times a week, and that's like the bare minimum. So on something like push-pull legs or Arnold, you will hit it 2 times a week, but it's like the days that you are in the gym, it's like you're in the gym 6 days a week just to hit it twice, like just to hit each muscle twice, which it's not bad, but it's not great, right? So the best splits out there is upper lower, which allows you to hit your muscles still 2 times a week, right? But now you're only in the gym for 4 days. So if you decide, okay, my upper body is lacking a little bit, or maybe your lower body, then you could do upper, lower, upper, or lower, upper, lower, and then rest and then repeat. And now you're in the gyms for 6 days a week, right? And yeah, you're gonna have a frequency on free. So again, frequency is the most important thing. And if you're just starting out in the gym, I'd say full body every other day is pretty much the perfect split for you, because as you can see, you're in the gym for 3 days and you're hitting your muscles 3 times a week. Now the workouts will be very long, which you might find a little bit boring, but if you don't find it boring, it's the perfect split, bro. I can't really say. And then when, let's say, you become like a little bit stronger, you have to switch over to upper lower, just because with full body your body can only take so much volume, and still recover. So let's say, let's just say Doreen Sarachi, since that's the guy in the picture right here, right? If he does full body every other day, his CNS is gonna be fried because he's so strong. His muscle can handle a lot more than his CNS would be able to handle in the long run, at least. So you'd see, if you're strong while doing full body, you might build up fatigue stuff like that. But if you're just starting out, you're a newbie, yeah, I definitely recommend full body every other day. And if you're not, then upper lower, and you can also like put your own spin on it, on the upper lower upper, or you know, the other way around. So now we got how to actually build gains. So let's say you're still doing the push pull legs for some reason, or you're doing the upper lower. You're still gonna have to think about these things when you're in the gym. So number one, progressive overload. Progressive overload is the number one factor to actually see if you're growing, because a bigger muscle is a stronger muscle. So if you're getting stronger, that means that you're getting bigger, right? But the only way you can actually find out if you're progressive overloading is if you have the same form all the time. So you can't just swing, like you can't just hella swing on your last rep on a bicep curl just to say, yeah dude, this time I got 7 reps, because that's not a real rep, and it doesn't actually show how much your muscle is able to handle. And yeah, it's just a very shitty way to accumulate like your progress, right? So yeah, nutrition. So you'll hear bulking, you have to be bulking. I'm bulking right now, but you don't have to be. You can main gain, and I recommend main gaining for like adults. And then I'd say if you're a teenager, bulking is probably your best bet, because you just get so much juice out of the gym when you're a teenager, dude. So I just say like bite the bullet and be a little bit fat in your teen years, and then obviously if it's summer you can cut down while still being a teen. But most of the time you have to be a little bulky, I'd say. Well, you don't have to be, but if you actually want to put on a lot of size, it's I think it's worth it, because then when you're an adult you got that edge, right? And then you can start main gaining, being lean most of the time. So yeah, on nutrition we also got 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, or 1 gram of protein per kg of body weight. So I'm 77 kg. Oh wait, I switched it around, bro. It's it there. But yeah, let's say I'm 77 kg, then I'll have to eat around 150 grams of protein. And yeah, let's say you're 180 pounds. The math's pretty simple, 180 grams of protein. So you don't have to be eating like 250 grams of protein. You know, it's just expensive, inconvenient, and it doesn't really do much more than, yeah, you know, 2 grams per kg of body weight. But yeah, protein's the most important. And then also carb load before going to the gym. That could be you know, eating rice cakes. It could just be anything. Just try and get the most pure carbs that you can really get your hands on. And like, don't eat potatoes and stuff, because that's not quick digestive carbs. You want something like quick. You want candy. Well, I wouldn't say you have to eat candy every time, because that's obviously very unhealthy, but eat rice cakes. Find something very simple you can eat before the gym. And yeah, I'd say you can go like get 70 grams of carbs before your workout. Like, you don't have to be too exact about it. I don't track my carbs like that. I just usually try and aim to get a lot of protein, because that's the most important you know, thing to actually build the muscle. And then recovery, this one's simple. You're not gonna make good gains if you're sleeping 5 hours a night, right? So I'd say most of you guys probably got a job, probably got school, so 8 to 10 hours might be pretty unrealistic sometimes. And I get like 9 to 10 hours when it's a holiday, when it's weekend, right? Because then I can actually sleep in. But when it's school days, I probably get around 7 hours of sleep, which is still pretty decent. I just wouldn't go anything lower than 7 hours, because let's say I'm on 6 hours, I feel pretty sluggish throughout the day. Lifts aren't going as well as I want them to. So yeah, just try and get good sleep. And if you're really fucked, like if your schedule is really fucked, take melatonin. And if you take melatonin for a week or two, your schedule will fall back in place, and then you just have to try and keep that up so you don't become addicted to melatonin, right? But yeah. And then lifestyle, this is just some add-ons. So consistency, I used to want to switch splits a lot, so I wanted to, let's say I've done push-pull legs, then I wanted to switch to Arnold 3 weeks after, and just switching around my splits all the time, right? Which is not a very it's not very smart, because how are you going to track your progress if you're switching out your movements all the time, switching out your split? Like, you have to probably run your split at least for 2 months before actually being like, okay, I want to switch splits. This is boring, I'm not making too good progress. Then it's fair, but don't just be switching splits like every 2 weeks, because you gotta be consistent, bro. And also track your lifts. I use the app Heavy. It's like very simple, it's free, and yeah, you can just track your lifts. So let's say you're doing a pec deck, then you can track it in, and then the next time you're doing the movement, you'll see how much weight and how much and how many reps you done last workout. So you'll be able to see, I did 100 kg for 6 reps last workout, let me try and aim for 7 reps, something like that, right? And yeah, I added John Skywalker, not because he's smoking a cigarette particularly, but because he was on, like, I think he was on ketamine, he was on pills, he was abusing trend, bro. Like, yeah, like, don't go out and party all the time. Like, you can party every now and then, but don't go out drinking every weekend, because, bro, like, I think it speaks for itself, right? But me personally, I'll probably drink once every 2 months, and that's low-key being generous, because I don't drink a lot. But yeah, try and keep it moderate, dude. And just because your friends are asking you, yo, let's go out drinking every Friday, does not mean that you have to go out drinking with them every Friday. But yeah, bro, this is it, bro. I try to make a little more informative video, and comment down below if you guys liked it, and if you guys actually want to see more of this type of like slideshow presentation videos. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two, because I feel like I've been doing the same videos quite a lot, just me before the gym eating food, going to the gym, and then after the gym just yapping a little bit. Try to make something different now. But comment down below if you guys found this little slideshow helpful, and if you guys want to see more of these type of videos. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.